cash flow statement, that how does Tally get the on-fly cash flow statement. This will again be an 8-minute demo because I had lost my link there. So my apologies for the same. So I will now just go through the entire cash flow document, that what is the logic of Tally from the raw Tally data set on how to get the cash flow. So you'll come down to this one, and within the cash flow, actually, if you go down here, this thing is there. This is the cash flow. Now within your cash flow, actually it goes normally cash flow Tally gives the the closing stock closing cash balance based on the DSP from and the DSP to date, which is in Tally. So what we have sought to do is we have sought to reverse engineer the same. So from the raw data, how does it get? So now your is invoice within the Tally can be yes or no. So there is a certain change here which we would like to bring, because we can get it the cash flow statement in payment and general vouchers also. But your void has to be definitely the it should not be cancelled, it should not be optional, and it should not be deleted. Now from the single table, at the ledger level 3, because we have segregated it between current assets and cash this thing. So at level 3 basically you should get cash in the bank. So level 2 basically should have your current assets. So current assets, below the current assets, you have the bank and the cash. So you should be able to capture it. Now void voucher basically is when you give the client the option of going for an approval. Cancelled, as you know, is cancel voucher. Is optional is again, I think, well known. And deleted voucher is yes, no. And invoice is yes. Then based on the same, based on this above logic, over periods and time you will be able to get the cash. Now please remember that our logic does not handle the post-dated check, right? Now, and the other thing which we had was that when we had branch transfer with respect to cash, that means we had multiple branches and cash was being transferred, then this logic could need appendment. So that there we would just say that okay, fine, how we'll have to go for it. Now as far as the Power BI is concerned, if I look at the Power BI, so if I look at the Power BI and I go on to the cash flow statement, so here you see you can get the cash flow across multiple companies by date, voucher number, voucher type, name, and the ledger amount is debit or credit. And here is the ledger level flattening at the primary and the current level. So you see that because of the flattening, we have segregated the current assets and the cash and under the bank accounts, right? And then same, you actually get it the party name. Again, you get for party what happens here. But the important thing here is look at these filters. Now is active voucher type would basically mean that we're excluding all the order types, voucher types, so that would be part of the cash. Is cancelled voucher type is that it is not going to be cancelled. Is invoice can be yes or no. So if there are payment and journal and receipt, then it is going to be no. Otherwise you can also have is active voucher type. This is not very relevant. Is optional would be no. It will not impact any revenue accounts, therefore that is the case. The voucher will not be void. It will not affect any gross stock group, and it will not affect any stock. So FX stock voucher type would basically mean those ones which are like delivery note, receipt note, and so forth. Based on the same, where ledger primary 2 is in the cash, that means the ledger primary 3 is under the cash and ledger primary 2 is under the current assets. Level 2 is current assets, level 3 is cash and under bank account. Over periods and time, by based on debit and credit, we get the cash flow statement. The same thing you can actually get it in the single table also. So I'm opening my single table. Oops. Also, just 1 second. Okay, so then I get this here, and this I guess here, and I just click on this. And in terms of the single table also, if we get it here, then if you look at the cash flow details, then we should be able to get, this is the logic, and this is the inward amount, the inflow, the year of the document, the month name, the ledger primary, and the same thing, the total. Now this total balance is the cash balance as of this given date, ledger closing balance, and here you can also get the same. So in case you require any inputs assistance, then please do get in touch with us, and we will actually give you the cash flow balances across unlimited number of companies so that you can better handle it. Now, the one of the things was that we have mentioned is invoices, yes, but this has to get into an appendment. This can be a no also, you know, but the other specs are going to be the same. But as you can see, based on the ledger flattening, you can easily get the cash flow statement very easily. Do pick up the tally TCP and look at your companies or multiple companies cash flow data from the single table which has been generated here. Thank you very much for your time. I'm sorry for the last problem, and we look forward to servicing your requirements.